From the rejuvenated Gaslamp Quarter in downtown San Diego, MLB The Show has baseball from Petco Park. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. It's Padres baseball next on the show. Brandon Maurer gets the start for San Diego in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Denard Span heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for San Francisco, center fielder, number 2.
Taken high and deep to right. Dickerson going back to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
I tell you what, when you've lost a few games in a row, home runs are obviously nice, but nothing really fires up the dugout quite like a triple. He looks right into that third base dugout and says, "Come on, guys, let's turn this thing around."
Here's Joe Panik, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
Hunter Pence digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. These Padres, Eric, as they take the field this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them, as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
And a look now at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Now a curveball that's yanked high and deep down the line in right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 34.
Boy, already a triple and a double against him here in the first inning. And he has not looked all too sharp, at least early on.
Stepping in now, Andrew Susac, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Not a real good effort there.
Now, it's one thing if it's a slider running away or something like that, but that pitch right there was never going to be a strike.
Hit in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Jay. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Giants lead it 1-0. Jake Peavy will be the man on the mound for the G-men. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
John Jay comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, John Jay.
And he lays off there 1-0. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
Grounded to short. Crawford's got it. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Smoke toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
And the way this Padre ball club tends to play tight, low-scoring games, this is a golden opportunity to really do some damage, as they've got 2 on now for the middle of this lineup.
Brett Wallace will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin playing.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
And that misses for ball 1. There are the batting leaders in the National League, of which we spoke just a moment ago. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
1st and 2nd here with nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone, because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, guys, I'm looking for a big performance out of Alexi Ramirez. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
TV sets. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now both runners on the move. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Span. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we're going to have a real treat in this ball game. We get to watch a shortstop that won the Gold Glove last year. Unbelievable range and an absolute cannon for an arm. Can't wait to watch him make some great plays in this one.
Corey Spangenberg will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Chop foul wide of first. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Giants on top, 1-0. Kelby Tomlinson will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Dickerson coasts under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch Derek Norris behind the plate. Very athletic, versatile, doesn't let anything get by him, and also pretty darn good offensively. Any team would love to have him.
Brandon Crawford will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. To 2-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. Wallace is calling for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 8, left fielder, Jarrett Parker.
Jarrett Parker will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Derek Norris, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Catcher, Derek Norris.
Peavy gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball 1.
And, you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Drilled on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. A quick out, number 1.
Batting 7, right fielder.
So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Alex Dickerson will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And they took him right up the elevator shaft on these 3 pitches. I mean, you could chart where they are. First one low, second one about belt high, and then the third one up around the letters. 3 different locations, each yielding the same result.
Into the box, Melvin Upton Jr. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still trail 1-0. Another beautiful day here in San Diego as we get a look at La Jolla Cove, and we're all set to begin the top of the 3rd from Petco. And now the former Friar and Cy Young Award winner Jake Peavy will get set to take his first swings of the game here at his old stomping grounds of Petco Park. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, maybe a little gun-shy there after swinging at that first fastball out of the zone. But now he's got himself in a pretty big hole up there, down 0-2.
Flares this one over toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
And you think you're all set up for an easy out. You've got the pitcher leading off the inning. 2 strikes on him. But the one thing you always have to remember, any guy with a bat in his hands can be dangerous. And sure enough, this is a leadoff single.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Shot back up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Here's Joe Panic. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2.
2 pitches out of the strike zone and 2 failures to get the bunt down. Now what are they going to do 0-2?
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
You know what? I don't know if there's ever a good time for a hit by pitch, but there are definitely some bad times, and that was a bad time right there. Now you load the bases, and you do it for a dangerous hitter as well.
Hunter Pence has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, and sure he's been watching closely here, Matt. Always feels great to get some run support from your guys.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. 1 run scores. Span scores. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate, and he is in there.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Hit hard toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Around 3rd and being waved on home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, and when your ace is on the mound, this is exactly what you want to do offensively. Get him some early runs, hopefully take the life right out of this crowd. Things are looking good for him early.
Andrew Susak will stand in with 4 runs home in the inning already and still nothing in the out column.
Yeah, I don't know quite where you go from here. You need something to break your way, or else this is going to be over early.
And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball one.
And now, even with 4 runs in against you here in the inning, you got to just wipe the slate clean and just take the approach that you're starting over out there.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And reined in, 1 away.
The batter, third baseman,
Kelby Tomlinson is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Upton Jr. at the track. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
And you wonder, if that ball doesn't hop over the wall, do they try and send him from third base? Well, we'll never know because there'll be runners at second and third now following that ground rule double.
Brandon Crawford will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. First pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third. And the run is in to score from second. It's 7-0.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Carlos Villanueva is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. High and deep out to left center field. Back goes Jay, still ranging back. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 8-0.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive.
Line drive out to right field. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Maybe not the most convincing start to his appearance right here, but he gets that first out anyway. And you'll see this ball's hit right on the screws. But hey, better to give up a line drive out than a seeing eye single.
Standing in now, Jake Peavy. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Jay, still ranging back. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 8-0.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. San Francisco leads this one 8-0. Now to the plate, Carlos Villanueva, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Peavy has his target. Here comes the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And this is a 3-pitch see ya here. They go in, out, in here in the sequence. It's a simple little pattern that seems easy to pick up on, but that's not always going to be the case.
In now is John Jay. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit in the air out toward left. Parker has a read on it. 2 down. Alexi Ramirez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. On the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And we take a look there at the team leaderboard in that category, as his total is currently tops on the Padre Ball Club.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
Brett Wallace will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And that's a good.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Padres leave 1, still 8-0. Joe Panik is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Lifted in the air out to right. Dickerson has a beat on it. 1 down. Brandon Belt will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Right side. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Stepping in now, Andrew Susac, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Dickerson sprinting after it. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And the run is in to score from third. And a relay to the plate. The tag from Norris, and he is out at the plate.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman,
Kelby Tomlinson steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. A man on third with 2 down. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants will have to be content with just the one. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Giants out in front here, 9-0. Yonhervis Solarte is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
In there, strike one. Liner toward right center. Span is right there, 1 down.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Into the box, Corey Spangenberg. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And he'll get in there safely. In now, Derek Norris. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And, Peavy loses the handle on this one. It's to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
He gives him a free 90 feet there with one away. Now, all of a sudden, you open up a wealth of chances of making a productive out and still getting that guy home.
The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, at this point, all you can really do is hope to chip away at this lead and hope that your pitchers can keep you in the ballgame. Good job there to get this one out deep enough to drive in the run.
Striding into the box, Alex Dickerson. He'll look to time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. The Giants lead it 9-1. Brandon Crawford will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Jarrett Parker will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Ground ball right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. The pitcher, Jake Peavy, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Ramirez for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is bunted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. Line toward right center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
It's one of the oldest cliches in baseball, but there's something to be said for that old line. Play it 1 game at a time. Remember, these guys last night, they looked helpless. Couldn't generate any offense at all, but today, they look like a completely different ball club.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Upton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Hunter Pence digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 10 and the Padres 1. Melvin Upton Jr. comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Peavy's ready. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Wow. You got the guy in the hole, 0-2. He's forced to protect the outer edges, but he doesn't have to worry about protecting against a pitch like this. Look where it is. That's a big mistake in location there, leading off an inning.
Will Myers will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Will Myers.
And Peavy starts him with a changeup, 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Way outside, 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
John Jay will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Well, a lot of people talk about Alexi Ramirez's incredible rookie season, but 2014 was really a breakthrough year for him as well. He was named to his first All-Star game. He led all American League shortstops in home runs, RBIs, slugging, and extra base hits.
Brett Wallace will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and we'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Yonhervis Solarte will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one. 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. 5 innings complete. San Francisco leads this one 10-2. Corey Mazzoni will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Swinging a ball line hard towards short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, he is wearing them out. Got himself a 4-for-4 afternoon.
Andrew Susac stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
And that came after a long battle at the plate, and he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
In now, Kelby Tomlinson. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it. And that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Norris has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Jarrett Parker gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Upton has a read on it, and that retires the side. Giants leave a couple, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Corey Spangenberg will step in to get the Friars going here in their half of inning number 6.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. At the plate, Derek Norris earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, right now, that fastball has been so good, he really hasn't needed any of his secondary pitches. Another good heater there.
Standing in now, Alex Dickerson. And here stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for San Diego, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Back here at Petco Park. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Jake Peavy gets an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance this afternoon, and well,
and this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for San Diego, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Back here at Petco Park. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Jake Peavy gets an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance this afternoon, and well, he's really earned it.
Well, he definitely has, Matt. I mean, he's been on point today and really held him at bay.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Into the seats, 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you probably have him 3 feet out in front.
And taken in out there for the first out. Denard Span steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Pitch on the way. Towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Joe Panik will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Wallace, and they get them both here. A double play, and that ends the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Alexi Amarista is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. This one skied out toward right. Hence moves over. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 24,
John Jay digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. TV into the windup. First pitch on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Totals to this point for Jake: 2 earned runs, 6 in the 3rd inning so far. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Tomlinson in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Brett Wallace gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. There is Crawford. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Hunter Pence will start things out when we come back. It's the Giants 10 and the Friars 2. Jose Dominguez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. And there is Hunter Pence. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Skied into straightaway right. Dickerson is going to get there. He's got it one away. One gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here's the 0-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Belt is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Andrew Susac is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Sinking line drive out to right center. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Now batting, third baseman, Kelby Tomlinson.
Digging in to try it again, Kelby Tomlinson. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Comes set. Now the pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Brandon Crawford stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. And the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Javier Lopez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Javier Lopez.
Yonhervis Solarte will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much. You give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
He's set. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, look at the stop by Bell. Just late. He's safe.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Outstanding effort, but he can't get the out, so there'll be a runner aboard with one gone. Derek Norris will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength. Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with one away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
Alex Dickerson is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Parker will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Melvin Upton Jr. ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Now batting, Jarrett Parker. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Left fielder.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Well hit. Deep down. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit in the air to left. Jay over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 49, Javier Lopez.
Michael Morse will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 38, Michael Morse.
Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
And when you're coming off the bench, the rule is get on base any way you can. And the last time I checked, an infield single meets those requirements. It's not pretty, but he'll take it.
Denard Span steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And with a runner on first here, you're playing right into the pitcher's hands if you go chasing pitches below the knees. You got to know the situation and make him bring something up in the zone.
Lifted the other way to left center. And here's Jay to put it away, and that's out number 2. Joe Panik comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Well, 2 outs here, so not going to happen again at least.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
fielder, Hunter Pence.
Ready now, Hunter Pence. He flew out in his last at-bat. To short. Ramirez is there. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Giants 10 and the Friars 2. Hunter Strickland will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Hunter Strickland.
Jamal Weeks will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard.
Leading off in the bottom of the 9th.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
Jamal.
Here's the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Belt is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for the Padres.
John Jay will dig in. He doubled his last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Outside, 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And it's full now, 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Liner towards second. Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now.
The shortstop, number 10, Alexi.
Into the box now, Alexi Ramirez. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. This one is over.
Well, you know, this one was pretty much over early on. A huge 3rd inning is all they needed to cruise to this victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And, guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Denard Span. Strike opposed, he's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Giants are victorious here, 10-2. So long from San Diego.
Our final line score this